The Agile Ant. The sun was shining up in the sky while a group of ants marched calmly across the ground. Among them was Billy, a playful ant who always teased his companions. All the ants went to an area of trees where there were always fruits scattered on the ground. There they had a guaranteed banquet every day. Billy always wanted to chat or jump on top of anything that got in his way, as he had incredible agility, far better than anyone else. The problem was that this bothered the other ants because they were all serious and they were always focused on their mission to collect food to take to their nest. On the way, they came across a small water well, and to avoid falling into it, they surrounded it, all except Billy, who, without thinking it, dived into the water while the others looked at him with contempt, almost with envy, because none of them dared to do the same. The ants continued on their way, leaving Billy behind, but he didn't care much. In a moment, he would reach them. Billy swam and swam for a long time. It's not common for ants to do this, but Billy was not like the others. Billy laughed and screamed with joy. He felt fresh and clean, and as he came out of the water, he promised himself to repeat this on the way back. In the distance, he could still see his companions, so he quickened his pace, exclaiming, "Wait for me, you boring ants!" When Billy caught up with them, they had already started to pick up pieces of fruit, such as bananas, apples, and some cherries, a delicious feast. Billy arrived at the place and began to devour what he could. They all carried pieces of fruit, but Billy ate them. He was too naughty. When he couldn't eat anymore, he took some pieces on his back, and along with the others, he headed to the nest. Even though he was about to burst, Billy didn't lose his agility at any moment, even making his way to the beginning of the formation. Most of the ants looked at him with indifferent expressions. They had gotten used to Billy's annoying personality. Suddenly, something happened. A huge branch fell from the top of one of the trees very close to the formation, almost crushing some ants, but the impact did send some of them flying into the air. This was fatal because very close to them there was the small water well in which Billy had bathed a few minutes ago. 3 ants fell into it. Desperate, they cried out for help, but all the other ants did not dare enter the water. Only one of them was able to help. You know who, right? Billy. Without thinking twice, Billy jumped into the water, performing a funny dive that caused many wows among his mates. With great agility, Billy took his 3 companions by the legs and pushing himself with the rest of his legs. He guided them towards the ground. The danger was over, and all the ants clapped, congratulating Billy on his bravery. Then, they went back to pick up their pieces of fruit and resume their formation. From that day on, everyone began to appreciate Billy.